Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. A lot is happening in the crypto space, specifically with the Ethereum merge set to occur later this month. Joining me to discuss is Thomas Perfumo. He is Kraken's head of strategy, and he's going to provide more color on crypto market moves and trends as the monthly Kraken Intelligence report comes out this Thursday, September 8th, ahead of the merge. Thomas, it's great to see you as always. Welcome back to Trade Talks.
Thanks very much, Jill.
All right, let's talk about Bitcoin and the movement we've seen there, recording a loss of 14% for the month. What can we expect from Bitcoin prices in the next month?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. So in the first half of August, we actually saw crypto outperforming equities, really pulled up by a lot of the performance in Ethereum. And it wasn't until the middle of the month, around the time when the FOMC meeting minutes came out, as well as some of the reports out of UK inflation rates, that we saw Bitcoin decline with broader equity markets as well. So I think Bitcoin in particular is going to be more a little bit lockstep with risk-on assets like US equities. But correlations have come down a bit, and it's really going to be, I think, driven, at least in September, by what happens with the merge on Ethereum.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because Ethereum also started the month at 1,636, hitting a daily closing high of 1,982 on August 13th, closing the month at 1,553. What can we expect from the Ethereum market in the near future, specifically with the merge on the horizon to take place this month?
Yeah, the merge is a big deal. It's been years in the making. Kraken's been a proud supporter of the merge since 2020, when we were the first to launch ETH2 staking and supporting the Beacon chain then. And so we're very much looking forward to it. Right now, it's scheduled to take place sometime next week, towards the end of the week. And so I think the main events that people are going to be on the lookout for is, one, does the deadline slip because of some last minute bug? It's probably unlikely given a lot of the testing that's been going on. But secondly, of course, just a smooth transition, seeing all the decentralized applications migrate over without much headache. So I think those events are going to underpin whether Ethereum does well or not going into the merge and shortly thereafter.
Kraken recently announced that the firm has completed its second proof of reserves audit of 2022. Tell us more about that. Why is this important for the crypto industry overall?
Yeah, we really love this internally. So for us, again, trust and security are two really key values for Kraken. We are the first to lead with this concept of a proof of reserves audit, which allows clients to verify via an auditor, Armanino in our case, that attests whether we followed a process that shows that their balances are actually on the Kraken platform, that we hold custody of enough balances to cover their deposits. This is increasingly important because of the number of liquidity issues that we've seen within the traditional financial services industry, but of course also with centralized crypto firms. And so we're constantly all about this idea, trust but verify, with the crypto industry. And we want to be a proponent of that by leading with this kind of innovative practice. More recently, we expanded coverage to stable coins like USDC and Tether. We also included other assets like Polkadot, and we're going to continuously expand the assets that we offer on the platform under this proof of reserves audit to, again, drive confidence in the Kraken platform. This is completely voluntary. We're not asked to do this, but we think that this is a special way to differentiate from the traditional financial services industry too, where they don't have these kinds of processes in place.
And lastly, Thomas, what can we expect from the crypto market in September and for the remainder of the year? We know we have the merge coming up, and a lot will hinge on that. But outside of that, what else are you taking a look at?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be the merge. It's going to paint a lot of the picture, I think, just the sentiment and momentum coming out of it. It might be the case that if the merge goes really well and we see some kind of momentum build in Ethereum, that might build into other markets like Bitcoin, for example, and perhaps that really becomes that decoupling we've been talking about the last several months for the crypto market away from the risk-on assets. Otherwise, I think it's going to be a discussion around risk-on appetite. We've, of course, seen a lot of difficulties in the macroeconomic space. And so I think that's going to be the other underpinning issue, unless Ethereum breaks us out of it.
All right, Thomas, appreciate the insight as always. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq.
Thank you, Jill.